Hello all, it's been a while since I've sent out a technology tidbit, so for Tuesday, here's a tech tip for Tuesday. Don't you love the alliteration? Today I want to share with you classroomscreen.com. If you type classroomscreen.com in your URL box, also known as the Omnibox in Google, it will take you to Classroom Screen. This is basically a screen that you can use in your classroom for multiple widgets, all in one screen and very easy to access. So I want to show you some of the cool features that it has. First of all, you could easily make this screen cover your entire page so that your students can't see any tabs that you have open. So if I hit the little button down in the bottom right hand corner, it will enlarge it. I'm going to make it smaller for the purposes of this recording. Right here you have the ability to change your language. If you click on language and you choose Spanish or Swedish, whatever you want to speak for the day, let's try Spanish. So if we choose Spanish, it changes the widget titles into Spanish. It also changes the directional titles on each widget into Spanish. Let me switch it back to English. So this first one is your language widget. Then you have your background widget, which allows you to change your background. So let's just pick a different background. Then you have this really cool randomizer. So with the randomizer, I can drag it around. I can insert students' names. And once you insert them, you can actually even upload a file of names. It will randomly choose a student. So if you want to randomize who you call on, it could easily do that. Also, there is an ability to roll the die. You can choose from 1, 2, or 3. So when I click roll, it gives me a number. So you can have this, change it, use this for math. There's different things you could use it for randomizing, moving students around the room and grouping. You can have multiple widgets open at one time. So if I wanted to keep my randomizer open, I could do that, and then I could click on other widgets, such as this QR widget. So right here, this is really cool, especially for those of you with little ones. If you have iPads and you want them to go to a certain website, you can type that website here, and this QR code will automatically generate that website to them, and they can just scan the QR code on their iPad. To get rid of a widget, you click the red X. There's a drawing tool. You have two choices, a drawing tool which is full screen, or a drawing tool which is partial screen. So depending on what other things you had open would depend on the size of your drawing tool. You have the ability to type text directly onto the screen. So if you are working in a small group and you have your computers open, but you want to tell your students a message, you could type it right there on the screen. You have the ability to change the way it looks, color, size, adding in emojis as well. This is pretty cool. These are some work symbols. So when you click on the work symbol widget, it lets you choose silence, whisper, ask a neighbor, or work together. So if they're in groups or you're doing small groups, this lets you know what their volume should be or how they should be behaving. So when you click it, it brings up this symbol for ask a neighbor. You also have the traffic light, which works good for littles. Red obviously would mean that they need to be quiet, whisper, and then regular talking voices. You have a timer and a clock that you could use. Oops, I clicked the clock twice. The clock is cool because it's analog and digital. Then you have this really awesome exit poll. So let me get rid of these widgets real fast and then show you right here in the bottom. See the little smiley faces down here in the bottom right hand corner? If you click those, it will take you to a separate screen where you can do an exit poll. You can type right here and you can ask the students a question. They can come up and vote with their little smiley faces. It's just a pretty cool little classroom tidbit. Hopefully you'll find a use for it, and I hope you enjoy classroomscreen.com.